2 people have died. The first responders were there all night in McMinn County. But right now, I'm going to pause the news for just a moment. We have Alison Pryor, Local 3. Alison, how are you?
I am doing well. I know my shot, if people are watching on Zoom right now, and Mixed TV looks a little bit different than normal. I'm actually in the radio booth that we normally record our audio stuff for you, because we got something else happening in the studio this morning. So,
well, tell them to get out, that you're more important than any of them, okay?
I know.
Alison Pryor. Well, Alison, let's talk about weather, because, look, last night we had some weather, and then tell us what's happening today.
Yeah, so that cold front that brought the storms last night is well to our south. So today, what you're going to notice is it's not going to be as warm outside as what it was yesterday or the day before. Highs today, right around about 80 degrees. So we're looking at it being...
Hey, Alison. Alison.
Yeah.
You're familiar with breaking news, is that right? There at Local 3?
I am familiar with breaking news. What's up,
Wait a
Steve?
second. I've got some breaking news. I want to turn things over to Autumn O'Brien and Bob Pritchard. Over to you guys.
Good morning. Good morning, Allison. How are you?
I am good. How are y'all doing this morning?
Well, we're doing fantastic. So I am Autumn O'Brien, and I am the chair of the Cleveland High School Alumni Hall of Fame.
And I'm Bob Pritchard. I'm the principal at Cleveland High School.
And we think that you being inducted into the 10th Annual Alumni Hall of Fame is more important than the beautiful weather that you're reporting today.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Come on in, Pat.
Well, thank y'all so much. I will tell you, Steve has been supporting me here.
Oh.
Good morning, beautiful. You're so deserving of this recognition.
Oh my goodness, y'all! You just made my Wednesday morning here.
Well, hey, Allison, we did it. We pulled you through the finish line. You are a Cleveland High School Hall of Famer. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and thank y'all for coming to the radio station and doing it this way. How fun is all of this? Thank you.
Did you not think it was a little off that we wanted you on a Wednesday and not just the Friday?
I did. And Steve, it was in the back of my head. I thought, this is really strange, because sometimes if we don't do Friday, we'll do Thursday. But for him to call me for a Wednesday, and he always talks about the Hall of Fame, I wonder if it could be. So I had a little...
You're so unpredictable.
Yes.
I know.
He has, what you're basically saying, Allison, is Steve has no game.
Yes, exactly.
No
He needed
game.
to
Pretty much what we're saying.
be a little bit sneakier with his process.
That's right. Pat Fuller, you've known her most of her life, I understand. Tell us about Allison.
Well, Allison, I could have predicted that she would get this award when she was a child. She has been, if you look at the details that we submitted on her application for this, she has been the person that has reached out to numerous people and been a game changer from elementary school to all the way up to leading the Jubilee dancers at Broad Street Church and doing the intern work at the Orange Blossom Boutique. I mean, she's just an amazing lady, and we are lucky to have her from Cleveland.
Absolutely.
Autumn, you started the Hall of Fame at Cleveland High School. This is the 10th anniversary, 10 years ago, so this is very special, isn't it?
It is, and I will say, we'll talk a little bit about the rest of our inductees in a minute, but this was our most competitive year yet. We have a pretty long list of nominees, and Allison, we're just super proud of you, and every time I see you on air, I tell my kids or anyone that's around, she's a Cleveland High School grad, so we are super excited to have you, and really excited for you to be on campus and celebrate with our students and the staff, and just really celebrate what being a Blue Raider is all about.
Bob Pritchard is the principal of Cleveland High School. Bob, it's going to be a big thrill coming in October, isn't it?
It is going to be a big thrill. So this is the 10th annual Hall of Fame celebration, and so Autumn had the idea, hey, since it's 10, it is so competitive, let's take 10. So we have chosen 10, and so it's going to be really exciting.
Hey, and Allison, your mom, we worked with her, Dr. Nancy Blank, and she, of course, was very instrumental. But You told me last night that you're in a hurry this morning.
I am.
Tell us what you're doing.
I'm in Bradley County because I'm going to talk career day at Charleston Elementary School.
Well, listen, we'll sign your note when you're late, okay?
Okay.
Allison,
Well, thank you so much, and this has been just the best surprise for the middle of the week, and I feel honored and just thank you. Very appreciative.
all right, there she is, Alison Pryor, yeah. Cleveland Hall of Fame elect, I guess, until she's officially inaugurated in October. What's the date, Autumn?
October 20th.
October 20th, and who is Cleveland playing that night?
So the ceremony is that morning at 9 a.m., and then we recognize our inductees at halftime of the Bradley game this year. So it'll be a big, fun time for our alumni to be back on campus.
Allison, congratulations. Have fun in Charleston this morning.
Oh, thank you all. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday, and thank you again so much.
Thank you very much. Alison Pryor, newest member, and we'll talk to you Friday, newest member of the Hall of Fame. Well, Autumn, Bob, I want to turn it over to you, and let's talk about the rest of these great inductees.
All right. So as Bob said, this is our 10th annual Alumni Hall of Fame induction class. We started this in 2013, and we're just super excited to bring this group of professionals to the public today. Like I said, it was the most competitive. We had over 60 nominees, which is a lot more than we typically have, and it was there were a lot of really great people nominated. I think one of the great stories in this group is that we have some who have been nominated every year since we started, and they were inducted this time. So, so that kind of says a little bit about the competition level, and also just about the nomination. So the application process, and you know, we can talk about that at the end. But you know, as you're submitting the application and the nomination, it is entirely about that nomination and how well it's written and the information that's contained. So we're just super excited to be able to celebrate these folks today. So I'm going to start off, and we'll kind of share each one. We start off with a 1969 graduate, posthumously John Brewer. He was the Deputy Chief Financial Officer for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Wow. And so we're really excited. We spoke with his wife last night, and we're really excited to celebrate with his family.
And my friend, class of 1978 graduate, Mike Conley.
Coach Conley!
Yeah, Coach Conley. Everybody knows Coach Conley around here. Retired educator, coach, worked for Cleveland City Schools for, I think, 72 years.
A very long time. A very long time.
I don't remember how long, but I remember he worked for Cleveland City Schools for a really long time. So proud of him.
Yes, we are.
And the next one is J.C. Bowman from the class of 1981. J.C. is Executive Director for the Professional Educators of Tennessee, so we're really excited to celebrate J.C.
And Persavia Croft, another friend of mine. Class of 1984, she is a retired educator. She was principal at Blythe-Bower for a while, coach, and worked for Cleveland City Schools for many years.
And then a 1994 graduate, Kirk Lambert. I heard his commercial as I was driving in, so we can now, you can now announce that before his commercial with Lancome Ready Mix and Bradley Concrete.
That's right.
Alison Blythe Campbell, class of 1994, founder of A&A Campbell Group.
And another great piece about Alison is she is the chair of the school board in the town that she lives in. So we're really excited to bring her back and have her on campus. And then speaking of school board, one of our very own school board members, Matt Coleman, from the class of 1995. He is an attorney with Logan Thompson.
He's also a Green Beret. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I did know that, actually. Isn't that crazy?
He is a bad dude. You don't want to cross him.
Don't mess with him.
That's right.
You got it.
That's right. Samantha Logan Spinks, class of 1997, assistant professor of nursing at Lee University.
All right, and then we mentioned earlier from the class of 2006, Alison Pryor, and then joining, capping off this final group, our very own Ben Murphy from the class of 2011. Ben actually did a little stop in Cleveland a month or so ago. He was the assistant editor on the Avatar movies, and we're super excited to celebrate him, and I think his mom is probably cartwheeling down by Stewart Elementary right now. So
such a good guy.
Yeah, just incredible.
So kind.
You know, and that's our list this year. 10 for 10, 10 years, 10 inductees. You know, it's you go back 10 years. It's an unbelievable class of people and what they've been able to do, really post graduation.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is really just walk the Hall of Fame, to just go through and look at every person who's been inducted, because it really is just a testament of the great education at Cleveland High School.
That's right. Certainly so, Bob. It's a testament really to the school and to the history, and then I mean, you look at these people, this 10th anniversary class, truly unbelievable. It is. I mean, it's definitely a school of excellence. Cleveland High School, I would rank it up there with any private school. We are one of the best around. So, Autumn, so let's talk about it. You talked about we're joined by Autumn O'Brien, Bob Pritchard, making the announcement of the 10th annual Cleveland High School Hall of Fame. They'll be inducted on October 20th that morning in Raider Arena, and then recognized at halftime. That is Bradley at Cleveland, October 20th. You talked about how important the application is. We probably have some people out there listening or watching this morning who say, you know what, I know a Cleveland High graduate who needs to be there. What do you tell that person this morning?
So nominations are always open, and you can find the application at chsraiders.com under the alumni tab. And you can read, there's actually a biography about every nominee that we've ever had, or every inductee that we've ever had, except for one, Steve Hartline. We just don't put his information out there publicly.
Yeah. And how many times has my plaque been defaced?
Yes, exactly.
By the way.
But the
mustache on it right now.
The application is not super complicated. There's not a lot to it, but it does require some information and knowledge about the inductee. I think one of the things to remember is as the selection committee reviews these, and there's not a time where they're all together to sit and talk about it. So the application is really what they know about that inductee. So we really need to have a full nomination process so that they can be able to see the full body of work from each nominee. Like I said, we had 60 this year, so we've got a really good group of alumni represented. And right after we finished, I had like 3 different people say, did you know so-and-so is an alumni? You were one of them. You mentioned somebody last night. But so we just love that we're able to kind of reach out with our alumni and find and locate our alumni and connect them back to Cleveland High School.
So look, here's a question, and I'm going to answer this on behalf